Hi everyone, good evening to you all. Um, I hope you all had a great day and some of you haven't ended your day yet. Let's have a few people join in and let's see. I hope you all had a great day and your day went well. I had a wonderful one and I've been looking forward to having your audience on customer support secrets today. Hey Sydney, thanks for tuning in. Raphael, thanks for joining in. So today we are very grateful to have a lady who is so passionate about customer service, and I appreciate her feedback all the time and the seriousness she attaches with customer service. And like I said early on, we have been encouraging good customer service, and that's why I birthed customer support secrets, and this is just to encourage good customer service. I want to ensure that this is just a learning curve to encourage the customer service industry, and so as much as possible I would want this interaction to be a very interactive one. I would want to quickly invite Mame to join me. And just a quick one, let me see if I can add her. Okay. So, Mamea is the owner and leader of MYKB Ventures, that's Mamea Kusi Binka. She produces Pepper Delight, that's a shito, you know. And hey, mommy, welcome.
Hi.
Thanks for making time. I'm just introducing you, and then you can come in shortly. All right. So Mame is, like I said earlier on, she produces Pepper Delight, and she's a marketing lecturer at Ghana Telecom College. University of Ghana Business School, and has been sharing and teaching her knowledge of marketing for over 5 years. Oh, mommy, just a minute, let me get you back. Um, I'm adding you again.
Hi.
Hi, mommy. So I was introducing
I
you,
hear
right?
you.
So I
Can
got
you
to the
hear
part
me?
where you are. Yes, I can hear you clearly. So I'll just introducing you from your bio. So you have you have an MPhil from the University of
Hello.
Ghana Business. Hi, mommy.
Hi, I can hear you.
I am introducing you. All right, so mommy will tell us about how to handle customer complaints to achieve good customer service. And so you can start telling us about it. We'll have questions and during your presentation. Are you ready, mommy? Can you hear me? Yeah, so like I said, Mame has been teaching her knowledge of marketing for over 5 years, and her entrepreneurial drive and over the years, and she continues to nurture it. Mame, can you hear me? I think Mame's connection is pretty bad. Sorry about that, people. Thanks for joining in, people. Okay, Mama is joining in. So, like I said, she'll be talking about how to handle customer complaints to achieve good customer service. So, if you have any questions around that, while we get Mame on the line, you can just forward in your questions and then she'll handle them once she's done with her presentation. I have a couple of questions to ask her as well. And so I hope that I try to connect her back, and then I don't really know where she is. I actually got in touch with her just before coming live, so I need to check this. Um, so apart from that, I hope you've all had a great day, and I'll be reading your questions.
Hi, guys.
Yes, Mommy, good to have you
Hi.
back.
Hello, everybody. Unfortunately, I can't
Yeah,
hear you. Can you hear me?
I
Hi,
can hear you.
Nandi. Hi,
I can hear you.
Melody. Are you able to hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hello.
I can hear you. So you can start with your presentation, Mommy. Hello, Mommy, can you hear me? Hi, Philip. Thanks for joining in. All right, so Mommy, can you hear me? Can you hear
All
me?
right. I'll just go ahead, even though I can't hear Lydia. So today I'll be talking about handling customer complaints effectively in order to achieve customer service. I'm going to talk purely from a business experience perspective. Now, customer complaints come every time. It's inevitable. You cannot avoid it, actually. Oftentimes, you find out that there are service failures. It's not necessarily that it comes from you. Let's try to understand what customer complaints means. So customer complaint is any expression from your customer about a dissatisfaction regarding your business. If you are in a business that involves everything, not just your product, like in my case, Pepper Delight. Oh, let me introduce I think Lydia has already
Yes,
introduced
yes.
me, but
You can talk about it more if you
Maria,
want to.
Pepper Delight Ghana, and we do authentic Ghanaian pepper sauce. So when we
Right.
have our shito done, before an order is done, during the order, and then after it is delivered, we need to handle the customer very well. If any complaint, sometimes the customer can call and then you don't pick up, and then the customer would complain. That is a complaint. Or the customer will express their dissatisfaction. That is a complaint. You need to learn to apologize. And would you know that, in fact, on average, only one person would actually come to you and complain, or come to me as management and complain and say, I don't like so and so. On average, 25 people. So this is a research that was done. And on average, 25 people are likely not to come to you at all. They'll just remain passive and quiet. Then 25 plus that one person, So 26 people are on average going to tell 10 people about their dissatisfaction. And these 10 people who may never have encountered you are going to tell on average 5 people. So you see, handling customer complaint is very necessary if you want to run a successful business, because people are going to know you, perceive you based on what others say. And you know, a lot of people will buy because of credibility, because of what they've heard about you. Right. So this is what I do. When there is a complaint, the first thing I do is I fix the customer. In fixing the customer, for example, I have typical complaints coming as a result of delivery. So it's not even about my product. It's not about the taste of my product. So during the delivery process of the product from our end to the customer, there may be some failures on the part of the dispatch rider. It could be a delay. It could be that the dispatch rider may not have dressed well or may not have spoken well. You need to learn to come in and fix the customer first. That is what I do. So
Great.
I create an enabling environment for the customer to complain to me. Remember, again, what I spoke about, that 25 people will just keep quiet about it and go tell others. Before they go, I would create that environment. So I would ask you for feedback regarding the delivery of your Pepper Delight to you. And then if there's a complaint, I would deal with it there and then. I would deal with you. So I would apologize. I would normally give a listening ear. You need to learn to listen to your customers when they speak. And try to be, as much as possible, time these things happen remotely. So they can't tell that you are listening to them or not, but show that you are listening. Things like, we understand you, we understand that your time is valuable, we apologize. You know, you need to have such statements in place so that you can let the customer understand that you empathize with them, you understand what they are going through. And then I don't just leave it at that. You need to compensate the customer for, especially when it's a very bad situation. But most of the time, I try to compensate the customer. So I would say, for delivery, I'm going to give it to you for free. Now, it may sound expensive. That's why continuously you must make sure that your service is, quality. And you work hard to make sure that your customers get the service that they have paid for, the valuable service that they have paid for. And when these service failures do happen and you need to compensate for it, what I have observed is that the customer, it sort of turns a potentially bad service experience into a very good one. So if I had done everything very well, they'll pay. But if failure and I handle it very, very well, much happier than if I had just, provided a service as well as I should. And they will go on and they will recommend to other people. And a lot of the time, people will recommend because of how you made them feel. So I have a lot of loyal customers because of how I made them feel. Then, after you fix the customer, the second thing is you need to fix the problem so that it doesn't happen again. So, of course, you would have told the customer, you would have apologized to the customer, this won't happen again, etc., etc. Make sure it does not happen again, because now, apart from the fact that you're going to be paying, you don't need to be paying for delivery services all the time, or giving your customer a new jar of shitter all the time. So go back, go find what the cause was, deal with that cause, or deal with that, nip it in the bud. Okay, so if
Yeah.
it's delivery issues, find a more efficient ways of delivering to your customer. Find ways of communicating to them such that it doesn't seem like there's a delay, even though there is. So,
Okay.
hi, hello, Fifi, Dennis. Hi, Kojo.
Yeah.
Oh, Kojo, hi, Gertrude. Hello, everybody. Chris, I see you. Chris Walla, Esipe, I see you. I see everybody. Beatrice, hi. Thank you so much for watching and joining me in my car. Thank you for joining us.
Mommy, can you hear
Right.
me?
So I was saying that you need to fix the problem. So if it was a product issue or the taste, if the customer is complaining that the shito had too much salt or it had too much pepper, you need to take report, put it, okay? And so for every customer that comes to me after the service, I know them intimately. I know the last order, what they did. I know the feedback they gave. If there was a complaint in terms of the pepper, in terms of maybe something or some, so I keep that in mind. As soon as they order the next time, I have that database there to go refer to quickly, and I make sure that whatever that they complained about, it does not happen again. And I try to do it very, very well. So basically, these are the things that I do to in handling customer complaints and turning it basically into and making it a good customer service experience.
Great.
So are there any questions, please? Hi, PK and Chroma. Hi. Any questions, please?
Yes, Mommy, there's a question. I don't know if you can hear me, but there's a question on how to handle a customer who demands your time, who what demanded your time at all. No, wait, I didn't get that. Malion, are you trying to ask if how you handle a customer who demands your time at all times but never appreciates the time you wasted on them, but meanwhile you have other customers to handle? Do you charge them for the
Hello,
time wasted?
Silla. I see
Mommy, can
you.
you? Oh boy, mommy. Hi, mommy. Can you hear me? Okay, let me just send mommy the question, and then Malion, she's going to get back to you. Um, Mommy's line is pretty bad. Um,
Hi, Melian. Manini, how do you handle a customer
yes.
who demands your time?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, you need to learn to identify who your valuable customers are and give them the time that they deserve. All right. So if a customer wastes your time, find ways or strategies that does, but you do not tell the customer in the my time. It's a no. Okay. Find it's a nice way, okay, to handle that customer. So for example, a customer would call and then would say, I want to order for shito, or I want a jar of pepper delights with goat meat chunks. And then later when it's ready and it's on the way, would call and say, you know what, I've changed my mind, etc. You tell them nicely that all right, change, but they'll have to pay for the delivery costs. going it going, you know, to nowhere, and then back to you to pick up and change the order. And you have to also express to the customer that it would take a while for them to get their package delivered to them. So you need to find strategies. Don't let it be to your disadvantage. Okay. I hope I answered your question. Any more questions, please? All right, Lydia. To what extent do I take a customer complaint personal? Never take a customer complaint personal or emotional. It's really not about you, my dear. It's always about the product or something that they are experiencing now. Okay, never emotions to customers' frustrations towards you. I mean, I'm sure that you have been in a position before as well, where you had gone somewhere, probably you were late, and so you needed a service conducted quickly or speedily, and it wasn't happening for you, and so you service. So you see, this is what makes service or products quality, sorry, service quality so interesting. The fact that at any point in time, that what a customer would consider as a quality service it changes, because if they are with you and they are frustrated at that point, based on how you handle it, they go and they feel that, oh, okay, I had good, or I experienced a good service experience, or I had a good encounter. But if you do not handle it very well and you put in your emotions as well, they go, remember the iceberg theory. They might not tell you. They go, they tell 10 other people and 10 other people in 10. And in this age of social media, they'll just go blast you on Facebook, Instagram, wherever. And then and the internet doesn't forget it. You see, so you don't make it emotional or personal, take it emotionally or personally at all. Right. But to tell you the truth, from my opinion, is some customers are more valuable than others. You need to have a database of every customer and what they are bringing into your business. So there are strategies like the 80-20 rule. Okay, you find out that 20% of your customers would be actually bringing you 80% of business. Okay, a lot of the time we can't tell. Before, I couldn't tell who was more valuable because I didn't have a database of who was bringing or who was purchasing this at this time, who was recommending, etc. And kindly note that it's not just about purchasing. If a customer is able to recommend to other people and get you business, that is also a valuable customer. So you need to be very discerning in these things. There are some customers that they would buy perhaps 10 jars of Pepper Delight one go, and you will not hear from them in until maybe about 9 months. Okay, they may not even recommend you to anybody. They are not sharing your posts. They're just silent, sort of. You treat them very well, but then there are those customers that are there that they may not even buy frequently. They may buy just one bottle or jar of Pepper Delight, perhaps in a week, in 2 or 3 months. However, they are supporting you, they are sharing your page. If there's an event, they are there, they are recommending to other people. And so these are customers that you need to hold close to you. And again, there are also some customers that they don't buy as much, but they keep telling you if they should buy. They come to you, they act as ambassadors. Ambassadors in the sense that they will tell you what is wrong with your business, or they give constructive criticisms. and how you can grow it. They don't go and tell someone else. They come to you first. They don't just do that. They also purchase. They give continuous feedback to you to make your brand or to make your business better.
Okay. Thank you. I think there are no more questions now, so we can continue.
Francisca, I hope I answered your question. Hi, Esther, Sichiama. It's great seeing all of you. Just liking and listening and watching. Any more questions, please? Any more questions? Please come with the questions. Let's learn together. Oh, great. I'm glad I did, Francisca. Any more questions, please? So for those who just joined us, I'll just summarize on, the things that I pointed at as effective ways that I use to handle customer complaints and in order to achieve customer service. Only two things I do. First, I fix the customer. That's the first thing. As soon as I hear of a complaint, a product was not delivered on time, a product wasn't delivered at all, I just go, depending on the enormity, I would call the customer, I would apologize, I would send a message. And you know what? In fixing the customer, let the customer know that you actually feel for them. Okay? You can't act that out. You should actually be in that place and empathize with them and let them understand that if you were in their place, you would also be very upset. But you just don't end there. I compensate them. Okay, I compensate them for their time. Some of them, some of them are very they're not as harsh, or some of them are not as bad, and so it's not everything that you need to compensate for. But things like the customer says that the shuttle has a burnt taste, you're not going to be asking the customer, oh, okay, did you eat something before? No, don't do that. You listen. You can ask the customer to bring the package back and then give the customer a new one. I believe that customers are rational beings and they will not necessarily come to you and lie. Okay. I sell my shuttle at 35 cedis for a small jar and 55 cedis for 1,000 ml jar. So 35 for 500 ml jar and then 55 for 1,000 ml jar with chunks of meat. These are customers who are discerning. There's no that they bought the shuttle jar of Pepper Delight at that value. There's no reason why they need to lie to me, and so I do not take their complaints lightly. As soon as they do, I listen. It could be that I tasted differently, it tasted very well, but there is something there. Ask questions, okay? And then I fix the problem. That's the second thing that I do. I fix the problem. I make sure that the next time it doesn't happen. I like that I don't repeat my mistakes a second time. Usually I tell myself that there is no second chance for a first impression. But if it happens that there's an issue or a service failure, don't do it again. Don't do it again. So that's my mantra. That's what I run my business by. Hi, Malion. All right. Right. So there are several clients. I get such customers like that too. You need to get the trend of how this customer does business with you, or you need to be intimate with how this customer does things with you. So perhaps every month he is making an order or he's asking a service from you, and it could be within a certain time frame. Note these things down. Note his complaints down. So if within the first week of every month he's ordering, and then he's putting pressure on you, before that time go to him, contact him, and ask him, sir, would you need our services over this period, next weeks? In that case, you have learned that, like I'm saying, a trend that he has. A lot of the time, when customers are hard pressed, or they they are under pressure, then they contact us. They wait, and then they contact us when it's the last. But you need to be prepared all the time. So whatever he's also asking for, make sure that it's available. If he's somebody that continuously patronizing your services, then clients, and you need to give him that. He would appreciate it in the long run, and he will stay with you, and he will be loyal if you do that. So be proactive, active. um Note down the trend that he does business with you. Okay, contact him. Whatever he said that is a problem, or or whatever he's complained about, make sure you fix it all the time. So here I think it's an issue of time, so, and having it delivered in the best possible time, as and when he demands for it. And then you need to let him also understand your business policy. Okay, and if sometimes I put a price to this, because look, this is extra work that you are doing. Because if he needs something express, then express. If he can pay for it, then fine. He deserves to put that pressure on you. But you shouldn't be just going up and about, and then killing yourself, going to give you back some money. Okay, so you can, these are some of the things that actually help us in our business, and help us grow, help us to know what else to price, what else to make a complimentary service or product. So that's it. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. There's some who run. They want to see your boss. You explain to them, and they are not satisfied. What exactly do you do? Right. So this is what I would do when somebody approaches me and rants. You stay calm. Normally, I stay calm and I listen to the person, and then I empathize. Empathizing with somebody means you're telling the person, yes, I understand. So, for example, I'm so sorry about what has happened. I understand how you feel. I know you want to see the boss now, but unfortunately, he is unavailable. And then give the person something to look at. It's not just saying, oh, I'm sorry, and empathizing with them is not enough. Tell them, can you please call back, or can you please in an hour, whatever time, make sure or ensure that within that time frame, you are able to get your boss to see that person. Then there is a trust that is built. The person doesn't come in and do that again. But don't ever take it personally and rant back or ignore the person or whatever. It actually escalates the whole situation if you do that. So first, stay calm, empathize, and then recommend a solution always. And then you need to also give a reason. Sometimes the reason also is not available. Okay, so because people need to understand these things. If somebody wants their money from a bank and you say the person, or money issues, the person is frustrated already. It's not just enough to say, I'm sorry, you can't see my boss or you can't see this person, and can you go and come back? No. Why can't the person be seen? Why is the person unavailable? Find a good reason to tell the person so that they get it. And then they understand where you are also coming from, and then you take it from there, and just make that whatever solution that you have you have recommended, you follow it to the letter, and keep following up on the person. Hi, please, my boss is ready. Would you see, let the person know that you care about the situation. Okay, so hi, my boss is ready to see you. Can you come in at 1? Is 1 okay for you? Something like that. Or can you call at this time? Unfortunately, or perhaps he's not at 1, he's unable to see you. Before the person even calls, you call and tell the person, oh, please, my boss cannot see you at 1. Perhaps is it okay if we do it 1:30? But don't make the excuses too much. Normally I try to, if there's a time I need to give to my customers, I add an hour, because of the experiences I've had over the years doing business. So if the shuttle, for example, will be ready by 10, I would say it will be ready by 11, but I make sure that by 10 you get it. Now that's the customer, because in their mind they're like, oh, I was expecting 11, but it's here at 10. And then in their mind they think, because you see, between 10 and 11 anything can happen. So if 10 is ready and they can pick up, I'm good. But if it's not ready and I've already said 10, I've trapped myself. I hope you understand me.
Great.
I hope Francisca, I was able to answer your question. So please try these strategies and send me feedback. You can send me feedback on my Facebook. You can send Messenger. My name there is Mameya Akusibenka, and I'll be willing and happy to help you anytime. Thank you. Okay, Malian. Yeah, so if they are impromptu, put a value to it. If tell the customer that if like Express, but make sure that you are also ready for Express services. So if a customer says they want a jar of pepper sauce, and they know that the effort it takes to make them fresh and deliver, so at the time they want to, they understand it. That is something you need to do. You need to learn to communicate to the customer the things that go into your business. So all the time when I give out a value and I say it's 55 Ghana cedis, I don't just leave it at that. I explain or express or communicate to the customer that it's fresh, it's done on order, it's customized, it has chunks of meat. Then the customer starts to individually price it, and then they know that, oh, okay, there's a lot that has gone into it. So I don't get a lot of customers even arguing about the value of their jars of pepper delights, because they can understand what goes into every one that comes to them. So if they want it impromptu there and then I would have to add some charge, and I make it known to them. So you say to them, for express services, additional 10 Ghana cedis. If they are okay with it, then what? You run with it. You go with it. But make sure that you're not just saying it and you don't even have the things available. Make sure that once you have said it, you will also deliver within the time frame. But again, apart from saying it, you need to also learn to say no. Okay. If you realize that you cannot do it, just say no. It's so much better to be honest to your customers. They would actually come back because you were honest than you give them some false hope that there's available shuttle, but there's none, and then you go around scouting for ingredients when there's none. Maybe at the time that they said it was evening, the markets are closed, you don't even have certain ingredients that you need to use. You just apologize and say, no, we don't have it, unfortunately we don't have it. Tomorrow we can. So always give them a solution, always give them an alternative. Don't just leave it at no, but always give them or recommend somebody who can. Okay, so this is something that I find that a lot of Ghanaian businesses don't do. You feel that you are in competition with somebody, and so you don't recommend them. Recommend sometimes just because enough to recommend someone because they might be circumstances that they may need the product or the service there and then. Okay, so your recommendation might just actually save them.
Yeah, true. Right.
So do recommend. Okay, that's another alternative. If you cannot supply their needs or you cannot provide whatever products or service that they need.
Okay.
Okay.
Great.
Hi, Bashira too. Hello there. How is Pennsylvania? I'm glad you're watching. I hope I'm doing well. Lydia. Any questions, please? Any more questions to answer them? Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for listening. Thank you, Malion, for the questions. Francisca, thank you for the questions. Thank you, Lydia, for the opportunity. You're welcome, Malion. So please do use those strategies, okay? And then send me feedback, okay? My personal page. Send me a friend request. I'll be pleased to help whatever way that I can. Any more questions, please? Any more questions? Wow. It's been such a wonderful time sharing my customer service tips, my little customer service tips. But these are purely from, my experience. And they work for me. They work for me. So I know they work for you too. I'm sure some of you are incredible, with doing customer service, and you have a lot to share too. Any more, please? Any more? Any more? Any more questions for me? I'll be happy to answer them.
Yeah, but find it. Okay, Mama, zoom into you up, but it's discussion, and let me see if I can add the strategies that we use to customer support, handle through handling the and it's been very fruitful for your audience, and I appreciate that you watch us. Customer support come your way in my short I'll be presenting to you. But one time I have a face program or on the sport, so as my first guest as a researcher, and she looked at how handle complaints to great customer service, and I so appreciate. I do not take
Yes, that's yes. Lydia just alerted or brought to my attention about a question regarding if any customer has attacked me before. Yes. Oh, yes, yes. Not too much, not too much, but I've had it before. But I've sorry, but I've had it before. Verbally, verbally actually, not physically. And I kept having to remind myself that I shouldn't take it personal. Sometimes it's hard, like to be honest, it's hard, you know. Um, maybe you're selling at a fair. Look, like when as a lecturer, when I'm in my class, I don't tolerate people talking to me like that. But when you are a seller, you're a CEO, you're a marketer, and you are selling nobody cares. It's not written on your forehead that you are a CEO or you're a lecturer or you have whatever degrees in your bag or whatever, you know. So you need to learn to be humble all the time. It's I've realized that it's about how you handle yourself. Just uphold yourself with respect, and it will work well in your favor. It always does. So yes, you'll be attacked, but always stay humble, stay respectful, hold your own. Be firm, okay, but hold your own and don't be insulting, don't fight back. Okay.
so much, Mommy, your time to join us. Thank you, Harry, David, new thing. So it's coming in, but a lot today is about we've learned about handle good customer service. Actually, use business as a case. She helped us with to achieve good customer service through, and one of the apologize to your customer, feel very personal about it. Attack, but the thing is just not happy with service or your product. So in doing that, you make sure that you customer and the customer if okay, and that you don't let the issue happen again. From you apologizing to the problem at the time, encourage as a customer, fix the problem, and then let it happen again. And subsequently, if the customer issue is still at hand, means that you are not doing your job. And also, she said also be proactive. So their customers to work in and not give you some day, or they come to you know that the product is available. It's either comment someone ready to deliver the product. Be frank with them, tell them that this will take time and you have to pay expressly for it. There are times that people are ready for a second within the shortest possible. And so yes, in those put services, because he understands that within the shortest possible time. And that we need to now when a customer is angry, that you need to in empathizing, you must show it with your customer, and one way to make the customer appreciate him, help. And was it Francisca that a customer would want to speak with your boss, something like Mama said, stay calm and make sure the person to meet your boss and give them, agree with you a better time with him. All of these will go a long helping us achieve service, and that we should learn to in the deceiving a customer. Let's just be frank. If the answer is no, we can't deliver, just be frank and say, I think that goes a long way to appreciate you have been with him or her. She also give your customers an offer, recommend and deliver. These are very good. All use these. Businesses grow in achieving service. We'll win our customers, all of them. Ken Desmond, thank you for your points. Thank you too for being a part of the video. I learned a lot. It helps me in my life. So that thank you for, and so I hope it's been ages. I have time watching today, and I do not granted just to customer support. Whenever you're with any, feel free to hashtag it, and I'll be glad to share and learn a show. I still have people watching. Percival, Kofi Apalu, thank you so much for watching. Gidi, oh gosh, my bishop is watching. Thank you so much. Even though you are late, we are just about wrapping up and ending the video. I appreciate that you made time to watch this, and we have learned so much in handling customer complaints to achieve good customer service. And this will go a long way to help us to encourage and support people in the customer service industry to do more, so that we don't vent all the time about bad customer service. No. Thank you so much, and do have a lovely Francisca. Okay, you said please share your notes on your page. We'll love to save it. Great. I'll do well to share my notes on the page. I'll put all of it in writing and then put it up somewhere that we can all have access to. So I thank you, and I'm so glad that you made time to watch this. Keep supporting Customer Support Secrets. We want to make Ghana a better place with customer service. Have a lovely evening and be awesome. I love you all. Bye.